not understand? Hundreds of people waiting. There is an empty ground there. There is an empty ground. Yes. Get out of here. मेरे से कोई बात नहीं करेगा. यहाँ से इस ट्रैफिक को हटाओ. Shut up.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is an angry mother. She's an Indian, she's a voter. But most importantly, a mother who's trying to get to her child. These scenes are very familiar. Many urban Indians know this too well. A packed road, glaring horns, a clock ticking, and no movement. But this time, the frustration didn't stay inside a car. In the heart of Mumbai, a woman stepped out, walked straight into a political rally and confronted a sitting minister, Girish Mahajan, demanding a simple thing: clear the road. A video is going viral on social media which shows a woman venting out her anger on BJP leader Girish Mahajan during the party's Jan Akrosh rally from Jamburi Maidan to NSCI Dome, Worli. In the video, the woman can be seen shouting and screaming that she was stuck in the traffic due to the BJP rally for several hours. Frustrated by the standstill, she stepped out of her vehicle, walked into the center of the march and engaged in a heated exchange with Maharashtra Minister Girish Mahajan. Even as the minister tried to pacify her, the woman returned and continued her tirade. Do you not understand? What is wrong with you? There are hundreds of people waiting. She also says there's a park right next. When a police officer stepped in, she reacted sharply, refusing to engage and insisting that no one speak to her. The incident caught on camera quickly went viral. Her words were sharp, her anger unmistakable. And within hours, that moment wasn't just a traffic dispute, it became a national conversation. Because this wasn't only about one woman or one rally, it touched a nerve. Across cities, citizens are routinely asked to adjust for political rallies, for VIP convoys, for protests that spill onto public roads. Authorities call it necessary inconvenience, but for those stuck in ambulances, rushing to pick up children, or simply trying to get home, it feels like something else entirely, a system where power dictates movement. And this isn't an isolated flashpoint. Remember TVK Vijay's roadshow, where an ambulance carrying victim of stampede got stuck. Just few months ago, police halted vehicles ahead of Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy's convoy, leaving commuters stranded for over 45 minutes. Frustrated travelers, many trying to reach home for the festival, expressed anger over the sudden traffic stoppage and criticized the inconvenience caused by VIP movement. Why politicians? There have been incidents with IAS officers and film stars. In a recent viral video of Kareena Kapoor, she can be seen at the Mumbai airport entrance security check, skipping a long queue of passengers to reach the security gate and swiftly enter the airport. Then in 2023, visuals of IAS officer walking his dog in an empty stadium headlines because the sports stadium was cleared of athletes early so he could walk his dog. From a VIP convoy halting traffic for nearly an hour in Telangana to outrage over celebrities accused of bypassing queues, a pattern only seems to be emerging. At this point, I'm being joined by Jayant Menkar, who's a senior journalist from Mumbai. Good evening. Thank you so much. Dr. Rajiv Nanda also joins us at this point, a senior advocate from Supreme Court. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining me. Jayant Menkar, give us a sense of what does this mean, this video, when we look at this video, for somebody who may not be familiar with the logistics, with Mumbai, with Worli, with this hour, at this hour. How much of a traffic would be around? When she's saying I was stuck for hours, what does that hours really mean? What do we know about this woman and her circumstance?
You see, in metros, Mumbai and Delhi, generally to and fro, we have to spend 2 hours. But when you are picking up your children from a particular school and the child is very young, small, even if you reach 5 minutes late, he or she will start crying. In such a situation, that anger has come out, and that too because all this, Mahajan or the BJP might have taken the permission to walk. But my real problem is this: Why there should be all these religious events? I know a case at nearly a decade before, as you were mentioning about the ambulance and all that. One small child who needed immediate medical attention ultimately died because of religious procession. There may be such cases in every part of India. I think there was some such case in Lucknow. There may be cases in even in Delhi also. Baratis, and this is for all the religions. Barats also, they stall the roads. The problem is this, that there should be some curb on all these things. Why you should come on road? I remember once I had a meeting with London mayor who was incidentally a Maharashtrian Marathi from Sangli nearly 30 years before, and he said, look, in London also we have processions and all that, but first is there is not this much population as you are having, obviously, and secondly we go by bus and directly we give our whatever the memorandum and everything. You know what happens if just imagine there is any morcha or whatever in CST area. Of course, Sneha, I think we all remember what had happened during that Maratha agitation for 2 to 3 days, entire CST area, how it became. And there was no virtual any transport in that area. So all the political parties, now not only the ruling, not only the opposition, even what happened when all this Ram Mandir during the Ram Mandir agitation from 1989, all the trains were filled with car sevaks. Which civic body can handle this issue? Lucknow, Ayodhya, so much problem. It is a necessary for all the political parties, for all the politicians to understand this dilemma. There has to be illegal curbs that you cannot enter in such a bulk. This is the thing. And as well as when such a crowded, because 1.5 crore is the population of Mumbai. No, it's not 1.5 crore. The floating population is 3 crore.
Right.
Because I am talking to you from Thane. So Navi Mumbai area. So we also depend on Mumbai. So the floating population total is around 3 crore. So when 3 crore people are depending on Mumbai, the politicians, of course, they should give some first the priority to the common man,
Right.
and then to the VIP movement,
Right.
which is not happening.
Right. In fact, Dr. Rajiv Nanda, if I can come to you. I mean, look at what Jayant Menkar has said. And let's just not forget, this anger is from a desperate mother. Nothing can compare to the anger of a mother who's trying to reach her child and cannot. All hell can break loose because nothing really matters more than the safety of her child. Jayant Menkar, you have the right to protest, but that's not over and above the right to life. How can the two meet?
See, our constitution permits freedom of expression. It's a part of democracy. But this expression of the freedom of expression cannot take a front seat and override the rights of general citizens. The rights of general citizens are to prevail over the rights of expression under Article 19. The freedom given under the Constitution is not absolute. Here, it has to give way to the public interest. Here, the public interest is not in expression on streets, but the public interest is that there should be a free movement of traffic. There are other ways in the democracy where we can give vent to our views by maybe organizing a function in some stadium or some open maidans, but certainly not, in no case, on a busy road. And this is a case where a mother has made an expression who was waiting for the child to be picked up and she was unable to go. But there could have been an ordinary movement of traffic. Even an ordinary movement of traffic cannot be obstructed and should not be obstructed. No provision of law or constitution can be interpreted in a way which permits you to stop the traffic. It may have an ambulance. Here it is a case of a small children. It may be an ambulance, or somebody is just going from one place to other.
Absolutely. Airport, railway stations,
wherever you may be. So the freedom of expression guaranteed under the Constitution of India does not guarantee you absolute freedom.
Right.
It comes with certain curbs. It has to be eclipsed if it is to come in the way of general public's interest. And this is certainly not the way it has been done today. And this has been going on in India for so long. But
right.
we will have to learn some civic sense. Only this can, otherwise, what people belonging to a particular political party supporting this kind of protest will be affected and say that their rights are being affected. Yes, you have rights to make these kind of demonstrations or expression of your interests, but then please go and take a place in some kind of stadium or maidans or open places where you don't disturb the movement of the general public. You have to give way to the right of general public here.
Right. Hemachari, if I can get you in at this point. Hemachari, a simple thing that I want to ask you. There's a fundamental right. Police gave them all permission to protest. Isn't it high time India figures out how protest and ordinary life can really go hand in hand? India needs to redefine how protest can really happen without lives getting disrupted.
I don't see what is so difficult here. Why can't protest and the way be given? We see so many times, protests are happening, and also political protests, not just the normal protests. When normal protests are happening, you have volunteers who are actually trying to make sure that other citizens have way to go, they can move out and all. And for the political protests, it should not be so difficult. What are the party Karyakarta doing? It's the accountability of the minister also to make sure that the citizens are freely able to move. I mean, everybody knows, they themselves know that it is going to be a protest. There'll be a lot of people, there'll be a lot of inconvenience. So have they not thought about that inconvenience, that they have to be making some special arrangement for them? Not just the police. Of course, police has to they know when these kind of protests happen, what kind of numbers come in, what it is. So they have to be very extra alert. But even the person who is protesting, even the party that is protesting, don't they have to take some kind of accountability and responsibility for this?
Absolutely. These are very, very important questions. I wish I could come for a second round to you, Hemachari. We're totally out of time. Very quickly, 30 seconds, Jayant Menkar. The minister said he kind of apologized. He didn't apologize, but he realized that there was an inconvenience caused. But that was obviously because of the outrage. When this woman got angry, he didn't really say anything much. It was eventually because of the public outrage.
You see, the minister even said that she should not have thrown the bottle, and this is a completely irresponsible statement by the minister. He should have realized what anguish that the woman must have going through. Nearly 15 years before this incident, similar incident happened with me when I was bringing my school going daughter, and at that time the same people demanding reservation virtually blocked my road with motorcycle.
Right.
I shouted at them, can't you see my daughter and other her classmates are sitting in the car. So this is
we're totally out of time, sir. It must have been an absolute harrowing experience that happened with you. I think that's something that so many Indians go through on a regular basis, and that needs to stop. Hemachari, thank you very much for joining us. Dr. Rajiv Nanda, thank you very much for joining us. Jayant Menkar, thank you very much for joining us. And to that lady, thank you very much for yet again standing up for India.